Downton was a big turning point for me. I'd done a couple of shows.
Yes,
I did
I
The Tudors in Rome.
Yeah.
And then I just got a call to come in for this socialist chauffeur. And I was hired for 3 episodes in the first series, and that was it.
How does one audition to be a socialist chauffeur?
Well, quite funnily, I went in and the character originally was going to be English. He wasn't going to be Irish at all. And I'd worked with Julian Fellows before, the writer and creator of Downton. And he said, let's do it with your own accent. And as an actor, I was like, no, I want to do it English. I want to do, you know, basically flex my acting muscles. And they were like, no, keep it Irish. So I had to...
He probably had a concern that you weren't going to do working class English. He thought you were going to do a hoity kind of, I've just come back from Lord's kind of...
Well, actually, it was literally when I walked in the room, he said, actually, this could be something. I could use Tom Branson as a catalyst for change, and that's what that character became. And in the show, he is a symbol of the constantly changing world in that period in Britain.
Do you have people that, on your accent, do you have people saying to you, believing that you're English, saying, that guy that is the chauffeur has the worst Irish accent I've ever heard in my life?
I genuinely did. In America, they were like, we love you in the show, man, you're great, but your accent is so dodgy. Like, okay, that's great. I'm actually from Dublin. And they're like, no, they wouldn't believe me. I had to take out my passport and show them.
And who's your favourite? As a character,
I love O'Brien. I love Thomas. I love their scheming together.
You love the twisting moustache and
I do. I love
tying ladies to the railway track kind of character.
But you can't, like Maggie Smith's character, the Dowager Countess. Every episode you look and you read the lines and you go, she's going to nail that. She's going to nail that. And it's just such a privilege to now, having been downstairs, to be in the room with her, sitting at the table, and to watch her performance and give her performance. It's for an actor, every day is a school day with her, because you're constantly learning. She's a genius. She really is. Of transition.
I think our online people, when they were promoting that you were coming on, described you as I think it was a super hunk. Might have been one of the descriptions.
Where is that person so I can give them
money? You're standing right behind us. We're filming
hello.
you. It'll soon be on 3aw.com.au. But let me ask you this: you're looked upon as a good-looking fellow, and that wasn't always the case for you, was it? You had a tough upbringing earlier on.
Yeah, that was an interview I did when I was 18, and she kind of took things. I think she had her plan of what she wanted to write in her interview rather than what I said.
I see.
And it kind of stuck around. I had actually a great upbringing, and a great time in that school in St Michael's College. And she kind of twisted some
see, these things tend to follow you around for a long time.
But thankfully now I can finally set it right.
So what? So what is the truth? There was talk that you were unbelievably shy and you had trouble expressing yourself, and that you were bullied at school, and that you were overweight. Is all this rubbish?
Yeah, it is.
It's all rubbish.
Genuinely rubbish, yeah. I had a great time in school. I wasn't that shy, but I did love, and I love drama, and I played a lot of sports. And it was just that this one lady, Maura Cranny, wonderful drama teacher, took me in and said, I think you should keep doing this. And I just really loved it. And I remember I played the Lion in The Wizard of Oz, and I met a guy afterwards who was a professional actor, and I was 11, and he said, I do this for a living. And it literally hit me, and I went, you can do this for a living. And I ran out to the car, told my parents I want to be an actor. And my dad's response was, yeah, we'll talk about it when you get home. And he's like, all right, you're 11. But then it actually, the passion just grew.
What did your dad do for a living?
Worked for IBM.
Okay.
He was head of sales in IBM.
Head of sales in IBM, that would have been almost around the sort of IT boomish time.
That was just the start, yeah. But that was back with floppy disks.
Yeah. Oh, those were the days.
Yeah, no
those
iPhones. Yeah.
Yeah, they had floppy disks in Downton Abbey, I believe, and the real one. Back in it. No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. The look on your face then when I said that.
I was like, where's he going with this? I thought you were going to talk about Matthew when he was paralysed.
How is Ireland now? I mean, it did have a good boom there for the IT period, then it sort of fell away, but how's it going? How is the old place these days?
It's a slow struggle back, I think. Ireland's still, in a period of real change in relation to dealing with the economy, and it's some tough times ahead, but I think it's genuinely back on track, and I think the Irish are the most resilient, so I think we'll bounce back.
All right, and being Irish, obviously you know everything about horses.
Oh, I have my tips.
Please, go right ahead.
I'm going to go with
tips in your way, Super Hunk. What have you got?
2 horses that I'm going to be looking
Super Hunk running in the second.
Looking at Dan Dino, who's a Marco Body trained horse, with Ryan Moore, one of my favourite jockeys.
Okay, yeah.
He'll travel down. Good. I think he's going to travel very well on the distance. And then it wouldn't be right being Irish without having my Irish tip. So I'm going with the Willie Mullins trained horse, with Richard Hughes on the back, an all-Irish affair. And he's called Simonon.
Simonon.
There you go.
So
Barrier
that's a
12.
bit of an outsider, isn't it?
I don't know.
What are the
Yes,
odds going to be on that, Simonon? What are the odds on that?
I don't know.
All right.
But I'll get them in. Don't worry.
Do you really like horses?
I do,
You
yeah,
genuinely like the sport.
Yeah, genuinely, my family have always been involved in it. My mom's had a lot of horses. My brother has a lot of horses, and we know a couple of the trainers who are down here at the minute. So Melbourne's been very, very, very fun.